London, 4 April 1825. Olivia stepped inside the sweltering ballroom and felt as if a finch had been pulled on her. The Duke had assured her of a small salon. Instead, she stood amidst the crush of the season. The champagne punch flowed with no end in sight, as did the gossip, and the ballroom brimmed with every member of the ton currently in London. How alone a person could feel in a crowd of people. "Lady Percival!" She heard a perfectly cultured lady's voice, identical to every other perfectly cultured lady's voice in the room, call out, "Or is it Lady Olivia now?" Soft giggles muted by raised silk fans floated on the air. Before Olivia, an intimate circle of 4 couples radiated excitement, anticipating a gossip-worthy exchange, the ladies snickering in delight, the gentlemen shifting from foot to foot, discomfort evident. "Lady Olivia will do," she replied, with a succinct snap in her voice, and immediately regretted it. She shouldn't be using that tone tonight, her first night back in society after a 6-month absence. It could reveal anxious nerves. She'd believed herself prepared for the stir her presence would create, but her body told a different story. Her heart was a hammer in her chest, and sweat slicked her palms. "We were just speaking of you, and now here you are." The chit's smile curved a smidgen too wide. Her name was Miss Fox, and Olivia knew not a whit about her. She didn't much keep up with her debrettes. "Your gown is ravishing. You must give me the direction of your modiste. A scandalous French one, to be sure." Sensing blood in the water, Miss Fox pressed. "It's so rare these days that you grace society with your presence." A silence so taut a pin could puncture it expanded as the tight circle of couples awaited Olivia's response. No choice but to proceed as she meant to go on. She drew herself up to her fullest height and met Miss Fox square in the eye. "One must be careful about the company one keeps at a large and indiscriminate gathering such as this. It isn't as select as one might wish." Her gaze swept up and down Miss Fox, and the vulpine smile fell from the younger woman's lips as the implication of Olivia's words hit her. No one could deny the fact that though she may be the season's scandal, Lady Olivia Montfort still outranked Miss Anne Fox. "Now, if you'll excuse me." Olivia didn't await a response before gliding away across the ballroom's polished mahogany floor to seek sanctuary in the ladies' retiring room. A single bracing moment of peace and quiet should shore her up for this night. She'd hardly exhaled the sigh that had wanted release all evening when the outer door opened and closed with a muted but distinct click. She was about to peek around the screen when a firm, matronly voice rang out. "I say, she's lucky to be received in polite society, and you know it, Clorinda. But with a benefactor like His Grace at her disposal, well, who can refuse her?" Olivia startled backward, breath suspended in her chest, ears attuned to whatever words would come next. "Now, Ernestine, His Grace isn't a benefactor. She's his daughter by law. Besides, Lady Olivia Montfort is the daughter of the Earl of Surrey. She isn't the sort of woman who needs a benefactor." "Was the Duke's daughter by law, you mean?" Ernestine huffed. "Yet," Clorinda began on a conspiratorial whisper, "it was the Duke who backed a petition for divorce at the House of Lords." "From his own son?" Ernestine lowered her righteous voice an octave. "She petitioned for the divorce, Clorinda. What is the world coming to that a wife can petition the House of Lords for a divorce, then have the audacity to continue living beneath the roof of her divorced husband's father? I dare say we may be near the end times." That went to show with this battle-axe understood of these matters. The House of Lords hadn't the legal or ecclesiastical power to grant Olivia a true divorce. What they had was the power to set the marriage aside. It was called a divorce a vinculo matrimoni, and she was only the 4th woman in England to be granted one on the grounds of desertion.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it. at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.